Just when I thought I had my 2025 top 10 best films list laid out, another masterpiece drops. I think this year might be harder than last year, like genuinely. This movie just had to be phenomenal, but I'm thankful for it. So Frankenstein is an all-new Frankenstein film, but this time it is based on the 1818 novel by Mary Shelley. The film is directed by the incredibly talented and gifted Guillermo Del Toro, and it stars Oscar Isaac, Jacob Elordi, Mia Goth, Ralph Ineson, and Christoph Waltz. A brilliant yet egotistical scientist brings a monstrous creature to life in a daring experiment that ultimately leads to the undoing of both the creator and his tragic creation. For those who may not know, Guillermo del Toro is one of my personal favorite directors of all time. I've said the same thing about a couple of other directors, but Guillermo has a real special place in my heart. The way this man is able to create these beautiful gothic fantasies is unbelievably satisfying. Something about his approach and his creativity just speaks to me. And now he's back again with another masterpiece, and truth be told, you could argue this is his best project, and that is saying a lot given his resume. But let me start with the production because it is just beyond gorgeous. The entire world of Frankenstein is a visual gothic odyssey, from the tenderness and the humanity of the villagers to the dark yet tragic creation of the creature. The set pieces such as the castle, for example, complement the scenery and the sinisterness of it all. It's like we travel back in time, but to a whole nother dimension. And that's the beauty about Guillermo. These worlds, these fantasies that he creates, I want more from it. These worlds are as majestic as they are romantic. And shout out to the practical effects department because the makeup on Jacob Elordi is phenomenal. There were times where I literally could not recognize him. But you know what is funny? When I first saw his look, I immediately thought of Gautier from that one music video. You see the comparison? The visuals in the movie are astounding, and I love that he doesn't rely on CGI to tell this world, to tell this story, to tell us more about the creature. Of course, there was CGI usage at some point in the film, but because it blends in so well with the practical, you can't even tell there was CGI to begin with. I love anyone that does not rely on digital shortcuts or even AI at that, because the amount of creativity and love and craftsmanship that are put into actual practicality, AI can never replicate. This is true cinema, and Guillermo gets it. And the entire cast is phenomenal. Oscar Isaac playing the egotistical yet genius scientist, who quite literally might be one of the biggest gaslighters of the year. I love the performance, but God, I hate the character so much. Like, why are you being so mean to him? And it's funny because the character's name is Victor Frankenstein. So if anything, Victor was the true monster. Mia Goth, Christoph Waltz, Ralph Ineson, they were fantastic. But I gotta give love to Jacob Elordi. When we see his character first start walking and learning how to talk per se, it requires a lot of physicality from the actor. Like in the first half, he has very little dialogue, but then as the film progresses, he gets more and more. But to go from this shy, baby-like creature to this full-on goddamn walking wrecking ball was awesome to witness. Like, if you see this big-ass dude in a cloak running towards you, what do you even do? And keep in mind, the creature is immortal, so what do you really do? Imagine being born as this abnormal thing. Your creator is abusive and dismisses you. You shield and hide yourself away from society because you know they won't accept you. You try to learn how to read and speak. You fall in love, and then you get framed for murder and the whole town is after you. And you're living with not only immortality, but this bottomless feeling of emptiness and loneliness. God forbid a man goes out of his way to find some friends. But the way they weaved his character in with the overall story was really beautiful and quite touching. This is a film about ego, identity, forgiveness, and companionship. And Guillermo takes these themes and tells it in such a melodramatic way that really connects with a lot of people if you think about it. Given how this movie plays out, it goes back to what I've been saying for the longest. As men, we gotta learn how to put our egos to the side because your ego will be your downfall in anything. No amount of fame, money, fortune, clout can hide away a man with a crippling ego. But in the end, guys, once again, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein is a literal masterpiece. If someone told me this was his best film, I wouldn't disagree. But I can tell you this movie is easily going in my top 10 best films of 2025. And I am beyond grateful that I was able to see this movie early. We love our anti-AI king. Also, one more thing I want to point out. This movie is a slow burn, but it's a good one. Whenever there isn't bloody, gory violence or jaw-dropping visuals, there is some damn good heavy dialogue. Because it's so well acted, well paced, and well structured, you will not feel that 2.5-hour runtime. So, plugging Frankenstein into the rank system, I am placing this one into the pinnacle zone. Also, the fact that Netflix saw this movie and said, yeah, we're gonna put this on streaming only is crazy. This movie deserves a bigger, wider theatrical release. But yeah, y'all, that is pretty much my review for Frankenstein. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought about the film whenever it comes out. What does it come out again? November 7th. Yep, it comes out November 7th. On Netflix. Or if you're lucky, you get to see it in theaters right now. But if you saw it, let me know. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What is your favorite Guillermo Del Toro movie? And whatever you thought, let me know down in the comment section below. And as always, guys, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you all in the next one.